the Clash of the Century, Primal Groudon versus Primal Kyogre. We're going up against Tux this week with Primal Kyogre and Solgaleo for his two restricteds, which on paper look like they totally smoke both of mine, Primal Groudon and Zacian. But I think we've got the tools across these six guys to make this team work for us and get the win this week. So what we're doing this week is trying to stop Primal Kyogre from ruining my day. The plan here is to bring Groudon, but not on lead, because I was originally going to do min speed Primal Groudon on lead, but then I saw that replay from someone else earlier this week with Primal Groudon versus Primal Kyogre and Tornadus, and it was skill swap roleplay. I didn't know Tornadus learned that, so it's a good thing I watched that, because that could have ruined me otherwise. So we're going to bring Groudon in the back, but lead off with some other guys to try to deal some damage. The big threats here are obviously Kyogre, Solgaleo, Tornadus. Just deal good damage reliably. Regidrago is also part of that group. But that's kind of where the offense ends. Obviously, Serena has a good attack stat, but Grass is pretty bad overall. It only hurts Lapras on the team. And Groudon has monster bulk, and we have Intimidate. So there's really not much that Grass does here. Ludicolo is obviously a swift swim threat. Cresselia is just a good bulky support, as the same as Wo-Chien. Hey, look at, I've used those two on a team before. And then Bramblin and this thing, Cincino, Minccino, one of those two, are just pretty fast pieces, but not super strong overall. The thing you'll note here is that there is 1, 2, 3, 4 grass types. So I don't expect to see more than one of these. So when I was doing my little team prep thingy, I basically just deleted all these guys and just planned around just a straight up regular grass type, because I was planning on bringing low kicks to this matchup earlier. Dark looks great, Bug looks great. You have nothing that quad resists either, so you have nothing that resists low kicks, period. And it can just do a lot of damage and hit Tornadus before it does Tailwind. So if I were to do max attack max attack Jolly banded low kicks with Terra Bug, first impression KOs Tornadus 100% of the time. But that's a lot to devote to something that can just be blocked by Serena switching in and existing. So I decided not to do that, but I think that is a good valid reason to bring Serena here. Also helps with Hitmontop using Fake Out and Feint, so it's kind of annoying. But what are we doing here? We're looking to get rid of all these guys somehow. First thing I added to the team was, where are we? Zacian. Zacian's a good Pokemon if you hadn't heard. Play rough, crunch, close combat, hits everything and covers basically all Terra types. Just enough speed to outspeed Tornadus, I believe. Because I'm not really... Wait, let's see actually. What do we go to? Tornadus is 180. Okay, so this outspeeds the little mouse. And we just hit things pretty hard. Thankfully, there's no Intimidate, so we can run a boosting item without clear Amulet. So we're doing lots and lots of damage with fairy moves. Only fairy resist is Solgaleo, who, hey, it gets hit hard by Crunch. So we'd love to see that. Next, we have Lapras, who was actually the second thing I added to the team this week, even though it's down here on the bottom. So I always like to order my guys in terms of price, so it doesn't give away my team building plans. So Lapras with Freeze Dry, as you'll see, hits literally everything except for Solgaleo. Solgaleo is a pain in the ass to hit, but that's what Groudon's for. With Freeze Dry, we hit everything super effective, basically. Weather Ball gives us an option to hit Solgaleo if we need to, and Ice Beam is just for a little more damage. It gets us over some humps on some other guys. Maybe this should be Icy Wind. I don't remember why I had Ice Beam there. I think there was something that Ice Beam hit harder. But for single target Ice Move, I have Freeze Dry, which is basically good enough most of the time, I think. The only things that it doesn't hit super hard are... I think it was Regidrago was the difference, but with Terra Steel, I'm not really too worried about that. And I have a good bit of answers to Dragon spam anyways. So we'll switch this to Icy Wind. Hopefully that doesn't make a difference. What else do we have? Zapdos. Zapdos looks really good here. It's like a crime to not bring Zapdos into a rain team. We're going fast and bulky because we don't need too much investment to start dealing some pretty big damage here. Two-shot Kyogre with Thunderbolt if it's just max HP, because I'd imagine Kyogre probably puts a lot into physical defense this week. And hey, you got Flying here. Only resists Solgaleo, who gets smacked and hopefully paralyzed by Thunder. We have two 30% paralyzed moves, Thunder and Discharge, and Weather Wall because we have two Rain guys. Or no, two Weather guys. Hitmontop is here for a wide guard. You obviously want that into Kyogre and Tornadus. Forcing Tornadus to run Air Slash is a huge... it's such a consolation. It's so bad compared to Bleak Wind Storm in the rain. So if I can block that, and Origin Pulse, and Water Spout, and whatever Kyogre wants to do, and I have a Sash there to force something to eventually single target me and take me out there. Intimidate's not super relevant this week, but I guess it's good for physical Regidrago and maybe Serena. Honestly, that's just the best ability we have here. Technician isn't super good. And weather ability, it has a third one, right? Steadfast. That's not very relevant. What else do we have? Zapdos, or nope, Bronzong is here as a Trick Room option, just in case we get kind of out of hand here. With a Mental Herb, we basically live everything. Terra Water makes sure that we live everything. Trick Room, Hypnosis, Gravity, Nightshade. Not much of an offensive presence this week. Psychic and Seal really don't do anything. It doesn't have anything good to help cover. And even if it's using Shadow Ball or like Dark Pulse or whatever, Nightshade is going to be doing more on average, like pretty significantly. And that means I don't have to put anything in my offenses. I can just go full bulk. And last we have Primal Groudon. Never really last. Never in my heart, at least. Heat Crash, P-Blades, Protect are pretty standard. I'll probably run those most weeks. And then High Horsepower is here just as another option in case I'm in a situation where Solgaleo's here, because Solgaleo's this team's wide guarder. I think it's the only wide guarder. Let's see. Yeah. So Solgaleo's here, and it's in the rain, and I need to do something. Like, if Solgaleo's there in the rain and Groudon's out, I'm probably just losing anyways. But it's nice to have a single target option if I so desire. But yeah, that is the team. Looking to pick up a win here, hopefully. We got lots of slow guys here. Maybe if I'm doing Icy Wind, I can probably adjust my speeds. We'll just do Adamant, because we don't give a hoot about how fast or slow, or no, we don't give a hoot about Hitmontop's bulk. 66. What was 66 for? It underspeeds something. Oh, it was to... Okay. It undersped Serena. Okay, so that's that. I'm going to pause, and we'll be back in a little bit. Okay, we're here. And we see two grass types. All right. Who... Oh, no Solgaleo. Well, that's a giant ball of stats I don't have to deal with. Makes Lapras look really good, honestly. Oh, Terra types. Let's look. Fire Cresselia. That makes sense. That's going to be annoying. Oh, it's a good thing I looked at that. Oh, shit. I don't have anything to hit that Cresselia if it's Terra Fires. Besides Gravity. Fire, Water, Fire, Flying Water Dragon. I definitely need Grout on the back, but do I bring... Maybe the play is just to put so much pressure on everything else that he can't Terra Cresselia. Maybe I start with Zacian, because Lapras is always going to be defensively not so good. Regidrago, Tornadus. Okay. Maybe I just Wide Guard here and go for Discharge. I feel like Wide Guard Discharge pretty safe, because if it Draco Meteors, it's going to be basically dead next turn. Alright, we go for a Wide Guard. Let's see, Dragon Energy, nice, blocked right off the bat. Icy Wind, double blocked! Good job, Hitmontop. Nice. We love to see it. We do see that that is Scarf. So I have to stay clicking Wide Guard there. And we'll click Discharge again. There's really no reason not to. Let's get some paralysis, baby! Honestly, I think if I switch in Groudon here and go for another Discharge, that's probably a pretty good play. Because even if he switches out there, Regidrago comes out. Alright, that's fine. A Dragon Energy is going to do a lot of damage. Maybe I'll just protect this turn and just keep discharging. Oh shit, I hope I don't die here. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much, Assault Vest. Oh, and we get the paralysis. On the same turn, we KO Tornadus. What a play. I think I have to switch in Zacian, because I'll at least be able to take one hit there. Alright, so we'll bring in Zacian. Okay, that's fine. Dragon Energy's okay. Maybe I just bring in Groudon to turn off the rain. That might be better. And we just attack here to get a KO. And I think... I should have gone for Heat Crush there. Damn, 44 under resist is crazy. Groudon's a good Pokemon. And now we switch back into Hitmontop. And Protect. Nice, we didn't even break the Sash. Oh, Water Spout, that's a lot of damage. Oh my god, that would be a horrible play if I switched out Zacian for Groudon. I think we want to take out Ludicolo this turn. Get the play rough. There we go. Alright, Ice Beam's fine. And we can't get a freeze. And we already revealed high horsepower, so we won't reveal P-Blades. Damn, 93 is huge. There's like a fast Kyogre, I guess. Kyogre and Tornadus. BFFs. Okay, so last game we didn't need to Terra. So I think Wide Guard, Tear Steel, Discharge is probably pretty good. Oh, wait a minute. No, I don't need to do that. Oh, no, I guess I should. Actually, no. Yeah, what am I doing? I know it has Origin Pulse, Protect, Ice Beam. So as long as I just click Wide Guard and Terra Steel, Discharge, I'm okay. And I probably have to fake. Oh wait, no! I can't do that. I'm stupid. Protect is fine. We hit the Y guard. What is it, Draco? Oof. That sucks. And the para. Bing bang boom. There we go. That's fine. And now Regidrago is not a Pokemon anymore. Love to see it. Get a para? Nah, too much. Asking for too much. How much damage can I do to Ludicolo with a CC? I can do a pretty good chip. Let's try it. Close combat. And discharge. That's fine. Boom, boom! Oh, thank you, Hitmontop. You are the best. I love you. It does suck that we're going to get the Tailwind back up. I don't really think he has a way to hit Hitmontop here without just directly Ice Beaming it. Oh, or I guess you can just directly Ice Beam it. That's fine. And we bring in Liver King, and that's probably game. This is just click discharge the game. Ice Beam does nothing. How much is it? Oh! Oh my god, this is... I had a crit! Okay, well... One shot Kyogre. Oh, damn. And I think that is probably game. I don't see how Tux comes back from this one. Even with a Origin Pulse crit or whatever. It's, yeah. Zapdos putting in crazy work on his first appearance on the field this season. Let's go for a crunch. And a discharge. Oh my god, Zapdos just showed up and clicked discharge 7 times in a row. And how many times did it click in this game? Okay, so Zapdos showed up and clicked discharge 8 times that match. And got the job done. Super well played to Tux. That was... matches with the Primals are going to be tough no matter what. Let's see here. Let's get a notepad open. October 12th. Happy birthday, Casey. Whoa, what's all this shit? I will say, that could have gone very differently, obviously, if the RNG was different. And, especially, I don't think Tux had realized how hard that Cresselia would have totally just cucked me. I had nothing to do for a Terrifier Cresselia, and not much more to do for a Terrifier Wo-Chan, so... honestly, I'm really glad that that set of 4 is what Tux brought each game, because I was particularly worried to deal with those guys, especially with Cresselia doing the healing move that it heals both you guys for 25 and then cures all your status. So, very glad that didn't show up. Very well played. Primal matchups are tough with the rain and sun and weather control battling and all that. But yeah, that's how it goes. Sometimes you get really unlucky, and I still have yet to cash in my luck. This is 2 matches in a row now where not only have I been very lucky, my opponent's been very unlucky, so we're crossing our fingers and toes that it doesn't catch up with us anytime important. So, yeah, that's that. I'll see you all in week 3. Later.